Mr. Guys, one heap a pasa involving Romeich Entertainment, Tj, Moya, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and the Jamaican TikTokers. Now, you would have seen this video, so let's talk about it because I feel like now the dust has kind of cleared a bit.
When me get the talk, me I look straight in a Romeich. I say, Romeich, look what me I talk about, bro.
Hey guys, welcome to the DuttyBerryshow YouTube channel, home of the best pop culture news to keep you entertained and informed. Now today we're talking about Romeich Entertainment. Yes, the mogul, the entertainment mogul, and the fight that took place at Dancing Rebel's birthday party held in Kingston. Now this birthday party saw many TikTokers, many Jamaicans coming out in their numbers to celebrate the very popular dancer's birthday. Shortly after the birthday celebration ended, this video appeared online that showed TikToker by the name of TJ ThugLife being caught up in what many would consider a brawl. He was jumped.
Moya done!
Now in this video, we're going to talk about several different topics. We're going to talk about, of course, Romeich's involvement. We're going to talk about what will happen with Moya and TJ. We're going to talk about the involvement of the JCF and what does this mean for Jamaican TikTokers and how does this all reflect the Jamaican culture. So as stated earlier, after Dancing Rebel's birthday event ended, TJ apparently went backstage and he ended up in a confrontation with Romeich and some of his workers. And during this confrontation, one of Romeich's employees, it's alleged, spoke to TJ and told him to go and suck his mother. After which, TJ responded, the whole of uno can go and S uno mother as well. And this utterance prompted Romeich to give an order to his team to go ahead and box him up. So now you might be wondering who the boxfoot is Romeich. Well, Romeich is what would I consider a business mogul. He is an entrepreneur and a manager of many Jamaican stars such as Ding Dong. He manages Shensia. He has worked with several corporate brands. Another personnel is Auntie Donna. He manages a couple of different selectors, and he has basically become a monopoly in the entertainment business. He is a one-stop shop. He's able to have the dancers, he's able to have the servers, he's able to make fashionable wear. He is that one-stop shop. You come to him, you get the artist name, you get the sound system, you get the selector, you get the host, you get everything under Romeich Entertainment. And so this has made him be able to position himself among several corporate brands. He has been the go-to persons to basically create their events and to put together everything for them, right? So Romeich is a top dog in the local entertainment space, okay? Now, at the party, TJ, by the name of TJ ThugLife, is a Jamaican TikToker. One of the persons who many would consider a local ranker. They're known for going on TikTok and playing several matches. He and his girlfriend by the name of Moya slays.
What do you mean?
A dirty reputation as a promoter.
You never want to kill her. You never want to kill her.
But he's a sweetheart.
Yo, man, a thugs.
He's a sweetheart.
After Romeich gave that order, one of his, I guess, strongest warriors, which would have been a brother by the name of Andre, was seen making a charge at TJ, after which he was joined by several other men who pounced on the Jamaican TikToker, right? And it just never looked good. This was a beatdown of the ages. Now, in the middle of this now, TJ's girlfriend saw what was going on and decided to jump in to rescue and attempt to defend her man. Now, during the fracas, she was actually hit, striked a few times, and in the video we see that she dropped her ground and she jump up back, and she was going toe-to-toe with several of these men.
Right.
So the videos them start to go circulate online and people are talk and people are wonder why were people beating down on this Jamaican TikToker by the name of TJ, right? And so some people decided to spread little rumors. Nobody never did give anything concrete until another Jamaican ranker by the name of Roger decided to go and quote unquote boss it up on the app and reveal that Romeich was the one who gave the directive now and TJ was the one that got all of the beatings. Zine?
Man so, and said so. Because I don't see how the thing talking about, look, bro, I don't rate them thing they charge because I say, oh, TJ has something like uptown youth him soft and rate and them thing they bro. I mean, I go listen to you all the others so back say that Romeich, I don't rate that, my friend. I mean, I'm bad people and no boy, my friend.
And I'm like, wow. At this point, I'm like, whoa, Romeich Entertainment. Because up until that time, Romeich had developed a brand basically being known as the Jamaican Santa Claus. He had been positioning himself as the person who looks out for the Jamaican TikTokers. He's given them several opportunities and he's basically built a persona as a very charitable, humble entrepreneur, right?
I buy one Gucci bag face, I care about next week.
Yeah, I come feet.
By the way, oh, you take the show from everybody last night. You must be an artist.
I'm gonna my show.
Eh?
I'm never getting no bookings.
Yo, Romeich, I can't make you one line, please and thanks.
And so this sort of news erupting online would be going against the brand that he had been pushing to the masses, right? And so immediately after the whirlwind started to happen on TikTok, Romeich put out an apology video.
And I did remember I'm a human too. I'm going to make mistakes, I'm going to do things, I'm going to do wrong. It's what I do after it. I always come back to life and tell me, say, I'm going to do wrong, I'm going to do negative, and that's how you fix it. You get me? I say, me and a robot. I'm not perfect. You see me? And again, I apologize to TJ, I apologize to Moya. My issues and my problems and my mistakes should be mine. We don't need to bring my mother, my picnic, my woman.
And so the apology was definitely chastised, so much so to the point that Romeich had to deactivate his social media platforms along as well as his girlfriend, his wife to be Shaquille. She also deactivated her social media because you know the public was going to public and to go there and to say all kind of manner of things. Now, right? Soon after this, TJ put out a video reacting to Romeich's apology, and what was important is that in this video that TJ did, he added a bonus information.
Yes, when I get up, I'm a sense licking back. I said, so I said, no, what the fuck? I walk, go back. I walk, go back at the backstage. I remember this happening at the parking lot, guys. But I remember which part Romeich stand up, so I walk, go back right in front of Romeich. I'm stand up, just like when I see my face to face like this. I saw me stand up in front of Romeich. And I'm like, Romeich, when me and you have? The man said, TJ, me not have nothing. By the time I say, then you know see, book! Right in front of my face. One next man took me right in front of my face. I mean, guys, it's a rust up me get again. While I get the thumb, may I tell you the truth? I'm already traumatized, I'm already shocked. I don't feel a thumb there. When I get the thumb, I look straight in a Romeich. I say, Romeich.
Romeich did not include this in his apology video. Oh, wow. Then soon after, Moya Slays, which is TJ's girlfriend, took to her YouTube channel to, I guess, share her side of the story, as well as a video that documented her involvement in the fight and how the police was treating her. And she revealed that she was taken to the station because they tried to really bring a case against her, and luckily the video evidence was what redeemed her.
Of course, mega video. I just in one big fight. I'm at the police station right now, and the people that want make sure video cameras. Me, I got videos. The people that want to charge me because if people them come out to beat my man, I'ma defend him. I'ma defend myself. One man lick me, I'ma lick him back. I'm gonna know where them take this thing for. The man. And I me alone have bruise, you know. Good night, darling. Me alone have bruise for everybody that me them want in charge. For show you, bro. But you see, if I work with energy,
Now, during this now, Romeich became the topic of conversation across all of the Jamaican social media, forums, platforms. So he was being spoken about on Twitter, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook, up to the new platform, I must say name. Wait, name again? Not Truth Social, the other one. Yeah, man, everybody did talk about Romeich Entertainment because it came as a surprise. Because, as I said, the Romeich brand was very corporate and he had been positioning himself as the Jamaican Santa Claus.
Boy, shock.
Wave TV.
Then you don't know, so you know you can't find everybody who you're about. So, you said you close to go party or what? You say never have no clothes last week. You know my party them account next week. So I just buy one suit and can't
Now also at this time, people who would be considered like foes of Romeich Entertainment decided to add their voice to the conversation. And so even though Romeich was largely loved by the public, there would have been several whistleblowers that would have emerged online that spoke about a different side of Romeich Entertainment. So Spice would be considered one of the front runners.
Did you know that when you fight against me and tell DJs and selector not to play my song and my music, and you try to say, oh, dancer living in my yard because you manipulate the whole fraternity, and you walk and both say, yeah, and you control it.
No, she has been, talking about Romeich and his character for quite a while. So, as well as TJ.
Girls, me not gonna call them idle girls, me not gonna ever do that, but them get 300 girls who work for the entertainment. Them pay them have them in a group with 300 people, the promo girls, and then them just send them over Pinkwall, send them over Chopix, send them over the stuff talks on things. So no like me come attack you all on the secret.
Then you had Chris Gale.
Problem with Romeich, because Romeich have been violating my side of things on a few occasions. He has done it before and he's actually doing it again. I don't know if he's going to carry feelings in some aspect because I'm not using anyone from his team.
As well as dancehall artist Tifa.
If the people them didn't know the real you, the real wicked but when me watch you. When me did always in my own lane, when I always do my thing.
And they have been posting several videos, just, I guess feeling happy that now all of their utterances in the public domain are now, or would be now be validated. People actually going to listen to them now and say, Bombard, Tifa did right all along, Spice did right all along. Recently, I think in 2024, Romeich made a very deliberate attempt to start to involve himself with the Jamaican TikTokers that would have been gaining a tremendous following from the app, right? Many of them would be now considered even more popular than many of the Jamaican artists. People like Jaden, people like Swissley, people like World Dog, other personalities on that app. Candy, you have Donia, have all been around the Romeich camp. They would have been in his favoring, or in a theme, how you call it? What would you call that now? In a theme, good book. That's it. Because of this association, they would be invited to many of Romeich's parties. They would be included in the VIP section and I guess living a very privileged life based on their proximity to Romeich. Now, many of them, including TJ, would have, because of this association, felt that they were now validated by society because they had such a kingpin in media being able to invite them into these spaces and to give them a certain level of prestige and welcome in these spaces. So basically, if them smart, it is advantageous for them to be nice and well connected to Romeich. So now I want to touch on the fight. So that fight happened and it was bad. But when people found out that the person Romeich gave the order, the young man by the name of Andre, was actually an off-duty police officer, that's when things take a different turn. Because now you are involving the JCF. And it is common knowledge that there are many conversations about the JCF as it pertains to how corrupt they can be. Because it seems like the C in the JCF stand for corruption. Because I do not know, as much as them try to rebrand themselves, there are moments like this where information is issued to the public that once again brings them back into that sort of stigma.
The assaulter was an off-duty or were off-duty policemen? Is that really so, JCF? I am having a little difficulty accepting that.
This made local news, got up to nationwide. Cliff Hughes spoke about it. The JCF had been pretty silent, but they were, I guess, forced to put out a statement speaking about the matter and, you know, say them usual things. So them are going to investigate and them are going to take the necessary actions if the person indeed is found guilty and all of them asked that cow fat. But at the end of the day, Romeich had off-duty police officers who were that much tied to him and felt so emboldened that they would have issued a beatdown like this at the first statement. To me and to many others, another first time. Another first time, because Romeich not even did a show Pantapa and Vice. Him just say, you can't go box him up, you can't go beat him. And they sprung into action like that. I remember Kanye West had a song and he said, no one man should have all that power. And we have seen it happen to several individuals here locally and internationally. Once they have garnered a certain level of success, it comes with a level of power. And when this power arises, that is when all kind of donship takes place. What will happen for Romeich and all of the brands that he is connected with? We're going for the silence. Who I really worry about are the persons who fall under Romeich Entertainment. That if anything were to happen to Romeich and his brand, it is going to affect hundreds of Jamaican workers. People who are the dressmakers, who design, who are the bottle girls, who are the dancers, the people who he manage, the people who set up the sound system. There are many individuals who would definitely be out of a job if this empire crumbles. And then there's another component. When you have someone as popular, as powerful, as well connected as a Romeich Entertainment who is facing such level of public scrutiny and backlash, this also affects the persons who would be his friends, his business associates, and the creatives who would be closely connected to him, such as Rebel, who he threw the party for, as well as Swissley and several others. And their silence in the initial part also came under some attack, because why aren't you able to speak about this? Speak about your boss and what he did to one of your co-workers then. That's way many people did that about online, to the point that Rebel and Swissley, they had to put out a statement and try to address it, but not even that could suffice.
To stop it, army about no. Just stop me want go home. By the time I not even see the fight, you know. I not see the fight. I'm my sister. I look for my sister. Don't live here, bro. I look for my sister. I say, when my sister there? When my sister there? Oh, me, I go stop it. When I just understand me, I say, no, bro. Oh, me, I go stop it. Oh, mood, I set it up.
And it would be important that they actually, you know, speak up and voice their side of the story as well. But we have to understand how awkward of a position that has to be for anyone. Because even though Romeich would be, I guess, mean or harmful, or, you know, to a couple other people, he had made a significant impact in their lives, right? And so how do you speak badly about the person who is in the position to put food on your table? He's the person who has all the connections to where you want to be. Because the reality is, we have to give Caesar what's unto Caesar. Before Romeich, corporate was not looking on a certain type and class of Jamaican TikTokers. And so when Romeich positioned himself to go on TikTok and appear as the savior of the TikTokers, them a look on it like a green card, like him a have the embassy. Them a give him an opportunity. Here Jamaica, they can soar to new heights. They're looking at Romeich being able to give Swissley a platform to put on his party, to bring out of the lights, the camera, the glitz, the action, give him that celebrity lifestyle, do the same thing to Rebel. So in their mind, if they play their cards right, they could also have a life like this and a brand like this, okay? And so even if they were to look and to say Romeich's character might be questionable, in their mind, they're not going to do or want to move too quickly to do anything to cut off that type of opportunity for them. Because no one else was looking at the TikTokers and to give them a certain level of validation. Whole heap of opportunities and doors would be open to some of the other creatives, them, the YouTubers, them, some of the ones them where people that consider uptown and etc. etc. But the sort of a certain class and what people would consider the Ray Jamaican TikTokers, Romeich was the only one that spoke to them, made them feel seen, and that their celebrity mattered. And so that is why a lot of them would have rallied around him and he would have been able to sway them in such a swift manner. I know what happens for Moya and TJ. Well, we've seen that Moya posted that she was at popular lawyer, attorney Peter Champagne. I can't pronounce my name every time. Champagne.
Represented by Peter Champagne, one of the best. And obviously we had to get a good lawyer for something like this because this is a real...
I'm very curious to see what will be her next step. Initially, I thought that maybe Romeich should have tried for just make a little monetary payment and just pay for the silence and just make the situation just run off very quickly. But it seems that Moya might not take that route.
Real badness and not push somebody wrong and then no found to get for beat them up. Real badness are one-on-one that me know about. If me have to office it out. I mean, I have no problem for fight man either. Me got eat for life. It's not coming back from this with me. And all me stay. You see, once people dead to me, people dead to me.
No, TJ on the other hand, no, he has been vocal on TikTok.
No demon, like Rose and the rest of Uno, Vani and the rest of Uno. Bro, it's like...
Talking, doing matches with Spice, Asted and Cow Fat. And I'm just like, in a moment like this where even Nicki Minaj is jumping in the conversation, keep your eye on the prize. And that prize is you went through something that was traumatic, and this is what you know you're carry it out through the legal avenue. Don't be consuming so much of the celebrity that can be caught up in the moment. Know that you're a conversation. Don't be seen it as a moment to get whole heap of likes, comments and shares and gif and no, me know them people here have this platform. Remember to not do too much, because the same crowd that is rallying around you will now start to pre you. And if you talk too much and be too caught up in the celebrity of this moment, them are gonna side eye you and or upon go back over Romeich's side. That's how the public is. So be very careful how much you're giving to the public in this moment. Make the liar them talk. Be silent, be strategic, and not soak up too much of the itness of the moment. That's my advice.
Low people make them do them thing. Romeich is a businessman, make the man doing business, bro.
No, me talk enough now to understand the situation and the different components. And so I am going to give you, I guess, some of the things I'm going to say what this situation says about us as a people and our culture and what we can take away and learn from this. One, we love badness as a people. We love badness as a people, and it has become synonymous with wealth and success. Influence as well, right? We love badness. And so many of the people who would have been immediately in support of Romeich's actions, for some of them, it also comes from this idea that if I were in a position like a Romeich Entertainment, I would also give orders and bad up people who me never like or who me feel say did violate me. So if the same people them who accost Romeich now, if they ended up being a billionaire or millionaire tomorrow, a lot of them would succumb to the same, what you call it now, the enticement of danship. It would have catch them too. Social media influencers, TikTokers, they may move friendly, but them not your friends. Not because you're not in a cubicle, don't mean say you have to look at these people as your co-workers. And so many people are so quick to associate because they are doing the same activity without asking certain questions or spending long enough to know, are these persons aligned with my character? Would these people be in my home and I would consider them to be trustworthy? Are we going along the same journey? Or am I associating because it looks good for this, the image of me being seen and positioning myself to get a larger following and more interaction and potential gifts? Okay? I think TJ even said he's felt that he and Romeich, that they were friends. So when he was going backstage and the Romeich security did run him off of the stage, he was looking to Romeich to give him some sort of pass. To say, no man, I'm a dog that, make him stay. And it was not given because Romeich is working. And so all of the little friend and games and company that you thought you were afforded, you've never really seen or been around Romeich in his work element and work zone to know that this not cross here, so we're not that familiar. Two things can be true at the same time. You can help as many people as you've hurt. You can be the same person who give 100,000 people a scholarship. And you can be the same person who go home at night time and beat your wife. The two of them can coexist. The JCF, them have some work to do, especially about the off-duty policemen and their role in associating entrepreneurs to carry out badness. You see, when you have influence, you see, when you're the top dog, and when you have built an empire, danship will be the order of the day. I just find it interesting how in 2024, the Don or the boss is not favored by the public. But probably in 2004, 2008, 2010, another Don at the time was protected by the public when several others would have spoken about the injustice that would have taken place under their watch. And so this is also a moment where we can really reflect on how society has shifted. And I'm very curious, to kind of find out why Romeich didn't get away like how others did. Was it because there's a video? Me no know, I'm very curious. And so in conclusion, it is very unfortunate what happened. I hope Romeich will learn from this. I do not want his empire to sink. I think he has done good, but too much power will cause you to, yeah man. It's very sad. I just hope that Romeich, spends some time to really gather himself and to see where he can improve. I do not want his empire to sink. I think he has made some good contributions. I just also think that with a lot of power comes badness, and you have to try your best to not allow that to consume you, right? The JCF do better. Do the investigations and to weed out the people who have been involved in this attack, because it don't look good for Uno at all. That could have really killed TJ. And so, my readers, let's just move on. We know we love the bagger, but we also can learn from these situations. And not just for chat about the Ray, the boy, and the lad, we can have a takeaway. So that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this video and you learned something. If you did, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you make of this entire Romeich Entertainment situation. What are your thoughts and suggestions to TJ and Moya on how they should proceed, as well as what do you think about the involvement of the Jamaica Constabulary Force? All right, so make sure you like, you comment, you share, you subscribe. And yeah, man, this is the Duttyberryshow YouTube channel, home of the best pop culture news, to keep you entertained and informed. Take care.
Oh no, I don't kill me and name me. I think you want to kill me and name me. I don't want to chop me up on Kurgo.